This was my father's kingdom. A place of fairness. But the Queen changed everything.
Take him away!
Your Majesty,
What did you say?
the people need some kindness.
There are so many movies to look forward to on the 2025 release schedule. As a huge Disney fan, the list of upcoming Disney movies alone has me incredibly hyped. From new Marvel films to Tron, Ares, which I absolutely can't wait to see. And of course, the surefire blockbuster Avatar, Fire and Ash. But you know what? Of all the Disney movies coming our way, the one I'm most intrigued by is actually Snow White. Now, am I convinced this movie is going to be a massive success? Honestly, no, not at all. But that's exactly what makes it so interesting. From controversies about casting to the use of CGI for the dwarfs, there's a lot going on here. So, let's break down why Snow White might just be Disney's most fascinating release of 2025. First, let's talk about the legacy of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This was Disney's first ever animated feature film, released all the way back in 1937. It was groundbreaking in its time, becoming the highest-grossing movie ever made when it was first released. Even today, it's still one of the most beloved Disney classics. So, naturally, remaking a film with this level of history is no small task. It's a story everyone already knows, even if you've never actually watched the original. And that's where the pressure comes in. How do you honor a classic while making it relevant for a modern audience? Footage or images of Rachel Zegler and concept art of the dwarfs. Now, let's talk controversies. From Rachel Zegler's casting as Snow White to the decision to use CGI instead of live actors for the dwarfs, there's been a lot of debate surrounding this film. Some fans are ready to write it off completely, but personally, I'm not there yet. One thing that really stands out about this Snow White is the direction they're taking with the character. Rachel Zegler has mentioned that this Snow White won't be saved by a prince. What does that mean exactly? Will there still be a magical kiss to awaken her after she bites the poison apple? Or is Disney planning something completely different? In the trailer, there's a scene where Snow White stands defiantly, saying she wants to reclaim her kingdom. This is a far cry from the passive Snow White of the animated classic, who, let's be honest, was more of an observer in her own story. Seeing her take charge is definitely a positive step, but it also raises big questions. How will the movie balance this modern take with the timeless elements fans expect?
She's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Now, let's talk possibilities. What if Snow White isn't just a straight-up remake? What if it's something more radical? Snow White as a sequel. What if the animated story we all know and love is just the beginning of the live-action movie? Think about it. The naive Snow White who takes an apple from a stranger wakes up from her coma and decides she's not going to let this happen again. She's changed by the experience and leads a rebellion against the Queen. The Queen, by the way, isn't conveniently killed off in some random accident like in the animated version. This approach wouldn't just modernize the story, it would expand it. We'd still get the iconic moments and songs we love, but with a fresh, empowering twist. If they can pull it off, this could make Snow White truly stand out.
My parents always said this forest was a magical place.
Here's another idea. What if Snow White never bites the apple? The trailer shows the Queen handing the apple to someone who seems to be Snow White, but we never actually see her take a bite. Could it be that this Snow White is more cautious, more aware? Maybe she's suspicious of the apple and avoids the trap altogether. This would be a bold departure from the original, but one that could really showcase a smarter, more proactive heroine. Of course, there's a reason we might not see these radical ideas play out. Disney's live-action remakes that stick closely to the originals tend to perform the best. Just look at Beauty and the Beast or The Lion King. When you've got a significant budget to make back, it's risky to stray too far from what audiences expect. But at the same time, isn't the point of a remake to bring something fresh to the table? Simply inserting a modern protagonist into the same old story might not be enough.
It is you, my queen.
Snow White.
Are you ready to discover the price for using magic?
Yet another kingdom falls to your glory. But on this day, one has come of age. Fairer even than you. She is the reason your powers wane.
Who is it?
Snow White.
She is my undoing?
She is also your salvation queen. Take her heart in your hand, and you shall never again weaken or age.
Immortality.
The evil queen. We have to stop her.
At the end of the day, I want Snow White to succeed. Not just financially, but creatively. I want to see a version of this story where Snow White isn't just the original Disney princess, but also the hero of her own movie. If Disney can find a way to respect the past while pushing the story forward, they could have something truly special on their hands. But what do you think? Should Disney play it safe with a faithful remake, or take a chance with something bold and new? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on Snow White and other 2025 releases. See you next time.